And my mic was off, right? Oh, okay. Off to a good start. I think I think it's a tradition already uh, that the streams are a bit unhinged in the beginning. So, once again, hello, guys. And I hope you can hear me now because I see the comments saying no audio, but I mean, my meters are saying otherwise. So, okay. So, as I said on the on my social media, and I've been teasing it for a while, especially on my Discord, which a link to can be found on my website, my landing page. It's maybe a bit of a stretch to call it a website. It's doriannewman.com, and there you can find the Discord channel where for the last week I've been asking you to send me some demos, whether it's finished, unfinished, super rough drafts, or even like a voice notes. If you're a singer songwriter, you know what I'm talking about, because I believe that a potential can be found in even like the simplest form of the song. It doesn't have to be like 100+ hours spent on the making. If the idea is there, uh, people can feel it. So yes, that's for the intro. Uh, I'm super happy to start with the demo feedback session, and for the last 24 hours, it was crazy. So I don't even know how many are there, because there's like I didn't check them out on purpose to be able to hear them for the first time here on the stream. So we're gonna have like a complete honest reaction. Sorry, 100% legit first listen. I'm gonna give some feedback. I'm gonna tell you what I feel should be changed, or even if there's anything that should be changed. My impressions whatsoever. But chat, feel free to also voice your opinions. And be kind of supportive to each other, because that's what we do here. Even if something is, technically not great, then I would strongly advise against, have taking a laugh at someone for beginning, sucking at something. And we all been shit in the beginning. We've all been bad. Our productions were, and I had no idea what the compressor is and how it works. And even my first productions that I've posted online, they didn't have a bass line. No, for real. Like they had a pluck, a kick, clap, no bass line. So we all the learning curve is real, and I think that the purpose of the demo feedback channel on my server and the demo feedback session live here today, the purpose of these things is to give each other honest but a feedback that can improve someone's work, make them feel like, okay, now I understand. So that's what we are trying to achieve here. All right. So once we have these rules set, we're gonna start from the very beginning, from the up top, because there's a lot of them, and I really want to kind of not. First of all, do not skip anyone. If someone sent more than one track, we're only just gonna listen to the one of the tracks, to be fair and square. And what I want to say, nah, that's it. I believe that's it. So, ta-da! Here's the Discord server called Demo Feedback. How original. And here's my introduction, and we have the first demo. It's from Jezreel. So let's play it. I hope you're gonna hear it correctly. I think it should be fine. Let's check. It's me who cannot hear it. Ah, wait. I have to check. I have to check the. I have to check the Discord settings, because for some reason there's no sound. So let me see. How is that? Ah, because I muted Discord. Unhinged podcast. Podcast. It's the mic. It's the mic. It's it threw me off. Okay, so Discord sounds are back on. Yes, and now we should be able to hear the song. We got it. No, we don't have it. Why? Wait. Like literally, I have no idea what's going on tonight. Or wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to the drawing board. I have to fix the issue real quick because of course I didn't test it before. Of course I didn't. So let me just make a new output real quick to be able to hear it properly. Oh my. So guys, how you've been? What's the news? How was your week? We haven't seen each other in 7 days, so let me know. And if there's anyone here from Discord, chat, make some noise. I know you're here. The server is growing really rapidly. It's like, I don't know, almost 200 people already, which is ridiculous because I don't do any social media. I don't post any reels whatsoever. Nothing that could, make it expand. So it's majority of the people are people who remember me back from my Thompson days, which is unreal. So I'm really happy for that. Okay, I cannot focus when I'm talking. So, where is the how can I? There should be sound from Discord. I don't know why there isn't. It's probably my interface, which I have to reroute from time to time. But it looks like it should be fine. It should be, with a strong emphasis on should be. Wait, is it muted? Okay, that might be the issue. No. Wait. Oh my. Wait. I'm almost there. Let me see the comments. What happened? Cleaned up the nosebleed for 2 hours. Whoa. Are you alright? I hope you're right. It sounds really problematic, if you ask me. So the input device 3 and 4, and that should be going straight to the, yeah, of course. And here there is an audio. Wait, chat, can you hear the music? Because I don't see it popping off on my meters, so looks like it's not active at all, but it should be. Chat, let me know. Wait, I'm gonna play it for a second and see when I'm gonna have the meter moving. Oh, wait. No. No way. Man, that's crazy. Like, let me play it from the another source rather than Discord. One sec. Is it working? Can you hear the music? We hear it from my speakers. No, that's not the... Okay, I think I know. It's, of course, my dearly beloved Windows 11, which might be causing the issue. Wait a second. Let me see. So when I go to the input devices, don't tell me I in left ear for a second. What's going on, guys? What's going on? That's crazy, man. Like, I don't have The device is in use. Yes, we got it. We got it. So what my like Windows basic sound settings do is it mutes the inputs that are not in use, like the microphones, and this loopback is created like as a microphone, like a fake microphone. So perfect. Unhinged. That's what we are. We are super unhinged. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. Cue demo number 1. Jezreel and Max Corinth. I'm enough. Let's see if it's gonna be enough to call it a good demo. Oh my gosh, we're starting on a pretty high note. Okay. I've been looking for something that would give me peace of mind. You make me insecure. I pretend that it's when I'm sad. You want to help me, but I haven't care. I haven't care. Maybe I'm enough. Okay, this stream is officially from all of the 3 streams that we've done. This stream it's gonna be probably number 1 most unhinged stream in the history of our streams, which is gonna be hopefully lasting for years. I hope that now it's not gonna be the other input that's gonna be not working at all. Okay, so once again, I told you it's gonna be my honest first reaction. Now it's gonna be my second reaction because you didn't hear the first one. Okay, so I really like the breakdown. The breakdown is awesome in my opinion. Like it really has this emotional touch. The piano, the vocal, the tone of the vocalist is super there. Maybe I was thinking about some piano notes here and there to spice it a little up in terms of like being more complex. But pretty much it's just me like being, you know, like I would improve a little here and there. But it's nothing definitive. Like it's not a mistake. Maybe the only thing that I would focus right now on is the drop. And so let me tell you what what's exactly my point. Let me just run it back a little. Yeah, so I think that I don't know if it's just me or maybe I would start it on a different bass note, like on a different, I don't know, it's in my head, like something was off there. Like I would maybe try to work on this melody a little bit because I mean the melody is okay, but what supports the melody underneath is a little too basic. It might need some I would try to explore some possibilities to make the bass notes hit a different like chord progression. But there, yeah, and there is this dynamic disparity between the drop and pre-drop. That's true. Like the transition would have to be a little bit more seamless because now it's like it flips immediately and you can hear the flip. So that's something I would focus on now. And let's go to the next one. Okay, here's Audric. I hope I read that correctly. Audric made it for the contest. Matisse and Sadko Harmony. That's cool. That sounds cool. I actually didn't hear the newest stuff from Matisse and Sadko. Wait, because it opened in SoundCloud, and SoundCloud is... Wait, can I play it here? By the way, I don't know why, but my Twitch and Kick is just not working at all. That's crazy. But I decided to not meddle with it right now, because it's just too much for me right now. And this stream already is way too chaotic. So, let's go. Audric, oh, so C-Max on chat is saying that Brazilian goat. So, yay. High five to Brazil on the chat. There's more than one person from Brazil, I believe. C-Max is also from Brazil, so that's amazing. That's cool. I never been to Brazil. That's crazy. Like, never. And to have you here today, amazing. I'm humbled. So let's go. Matisse and Sadko Harmony Audric remix. And
I wanna see you, don't want you to leave. I wanna feel you, hold on tight to me. Finally found a place we can be free. Vibing together, we move in harmony.
love the kick. Feel that. Sweet. It's really sweet, technically, really sweet. The only thing, if we focus our feedback on the, like, what could be improved, because that's what we do, right? Maybe the drop is a little too loud comparing to the, like, what comes before. Let me see once again. Yeah, there's a huge contrast and volume-wise. Maybe that's the automation of everything fading down, but I think it's a little too harsh and too sharp. So that's my opinion. I can see why. Also, that's something I wanted to tell you in correlation with what's gonna be after the demo. After the demo feedback session, because we're gonna have another track that I've heard yesterday on TikTok from the vocalist called Sacha. I hope I said that correctly. And she posted like her singing like some a cappella with piano, and she said like, oh, who could be a good DJ for this collaboration? I think it's already set in stone and recorded, and probably I think that's gonna be Alesso since he reposted it. But I also started to do something yesterday. I posted it, a teaser of it on our Discord. So we're gonna finish that. We're gonna work on that after the demo session. But what I wanted to say is, if something's melodic already, like the original one, the purpose of remixes and remix contests is to flip the song into another genre, into another dimension that could have another DJs from a different scene rather than progressive house, for example, maybe deep house or tech house or trance or trap whatsoever, also play the song, and kind of expand it. Because if the original is progressive house and then you submit a progressive house remix, there's a big chance it might get declined just because of that. And there's a funny story because I had the stems and I had the opportunity back in the day to remix Alesso Heroes, but I did a progressive house remix. So you can already guess what was the decision. If I find it, I'm gonna play it to you, but I have to look on my hard drive if I still have like a decent version to play it back on the stream. But yes, I've had this opportunity of an official remix for Alesso, and so that's the lesson learned hard way, and I think that it would be reasonable to kind of go as far as possible from the original source. And I know it's coming from someone who remixed Bradley Beatrice by just tweaking few things here and there, but keeping the original melody. I know, guilty as charged. But for this particular record, I believe it served its purpose because the original was not playable-ish in a club. So, But for the remix contest, I know what they are looking for. They are looking for something innovative, original. And I can see why it didn't get picked up, Okay, next one. I think I have to speed up a little because we are already like 30 minutes into the stream, and we only listen to 2 demos. Oh my gosh. Okie doke. I think we're gonna stop somewhere at some point, and we're gonna catch up next time on the demos because there's a lot. Let's say we're gonna spend like another 1 hour, 1 hour 30. Okay, enough talking. The next one. Wait, that's also just Rel. So I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna skip it for now, just to be super fair with everyone. That we're gonna listen to one demo from every producer for now, okay? Because we are really short on time, and I saw how many demos are there, okay? So wait, I haven't skipped any, right? No, I didn't. So there's another one from Madhouse, I believe from Poland. So let's go. Wait, I played. Yeah, I pressed play on the wrong. Yeah, here. Okay, perfect. Let's go. There's a question if I'm gonna be at ADE. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm gonna answer that question because I have something on my mind. Woo! It's bad.
Girl, boy, light kiss, girl, boy, patty this, girl, boy, light kiss, girl, boy, patty this, eyes, lips, hot hips, girl, boy, patty this, light kiss, sweet dip, girl, boy, patty this, eyes, lips, girl, boy, patty this.
Does it say let's get algorithmic? All right. It was fat. It was really fat. So here, I would say, if I had to be like a little more critical, I would say maybe the drums selection, especially in the intro part, like the claps and hats. I have this impression that they are a little bit too basic, like the sound of them. Like, you catch my drift, right? So the hi-hat and the clap could be a little bit more weird, different. I don't know. When you listen to some tracks from like bass house, tech house DJs, they are really spend a lot of you can hear they spend a lot of time on sound selection, and I think that's the thing that can elevate your song from a sea of very similar tracks that use very similar drum loops, etc. From like when you hear it, you're like, oh, I haven't heard it before. So I would definitely maybe focus on the sound selection. The drop is really cool. The atmosphere on the verse, these little things here and there, like that give that they fill out the place really nicely. I like it. The vocals, I probably can imagine they are like super. They are from Splice or something, but for something like that, I would definitely try to also have my own original vocal. Find someone who records this kind of top lines, because of course not everybody can do it. For example, I'm totally clueless how to write like this this kind of music, so I would definitely ask for someone who's in the same area and kind of knows it. What else? The drop. Okay.
Girl, boy, body this.
Okay, so the sub bass doesn't have any gaps, and maybe I would try to make it a little bit like just a tiny notch more groovy by doing some automation in volume, like maybe just to cut it down before like a place somewhere like a kick or something that could give some sort of movement dynamic, like a groove, so like, so it kind of plays a rhythmic part, because now it's like okay. So and there are some places where I can hear like, oh, I would take it off here, just for a split second, or maybe play around with some like reverbs, whatever could make it move more. All right, but nevertheless, I think it's a really decent demo. If I would be playing clubs, I would probably mash it up with some famous vocals and I would play it. I'm gonna skip the second one, like I said. Let's continue with more demos from different people. So let's go. Donuts. Donwitz. Donuts, okay? PHND1. Let's go.
There's a cold front coming and it's all heading my way. Gotta move on, find warmth in a heart that'll hold me.
Very progressive vocal.
If I could change my weather, I may feel better, but I miss all the views. So let the rain through. The world can down, but I won't miss out on
Okay.
you.
I don't know the vocal, sorry. Okay.
The world can down, but I won't miss out on you.
All right. That the Axwell kick? I think so. Yeah, I really like it. It's basically the fundamental of like the progressive tracks that we've been all doing. It sounds really cool. what I like, yeah, Thompson vibes. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's really cool. Wait, let me skip back to the pre-chorus part. And here the side chain kicks in. Listen. Okay. I'm not sure. It's this about the sidechain here. I would maybe introduce it by automating the mix knob from 0 to whatever level it is on the drop, instead of just clicking it like from 0 to 100. But that's just my thing, because it threw me off a little. And in this kind of music, it's very important to not get distracted, by anything. Like, it should be like a seamless process of going into the drop. So like the drop. Yeah, there's for sure, because this is where it ends, but probably in the full version right now there's gonna be a second part of the drop with some extra melody on the top, and that's something it asks for, so I would definitely do it. Overall, I like it. I don't really see that I could, like, criticize something, and that's good. That's good. I'm not mad about it. Let me take some, because I already can feel my throat being destroyed from talking. Well,
If I could change my weather, I may.
yeah, I like it. Only I would maybe try to make it sound a little less 2015-16 by introducing some other instruments, some unusual, sound design things, and there's a plenty of plugins that can do that now, because it's very similar that what has been done through and through, But of course, it's just, my 5 cents in order to elevate it to next level. But it's a pretty decent level. Quay from Poland. Let's go. Ooh. Very interesting. Weird, but in a good way. So I would say it got really interesting in the beginning. I really like this chord ending right here. Okay, not here. I'm not sure. It sounds weird. It sounds totally off key, but there's no such thing as a bad thing in music. It was what comes after it determines if it's what was resolved in a nice way or not. And I think that transition was pretty cool. This sound is a bit too basic for me, maybe. I would try to make it more organic, maybe a bit more in space whatsoever, like to have it more some reverb on it and like some kind of modulation that could, because it sounds really dry, and I think for this kind of dreamy nostalgic kind of music, slow, relaxing, it should be very, nothing should pierce your ears, like, you know, be like super clean and super crisp. I think for starters everything should be filtered like 7K down, so it has this kind of like a more deep feeling. Also the kick maybe, and all the drums could be a little bit softer. Like everything should be softer to make it more roundy, more cozy, like a little blanket to cover you on a cool day, you know. But overall, cool. It really serves its purpose of like this cool, chill track to relax to. It's a nice background to read a book and, you know, just enjoy life. I know what I want to say. I feel like the next elements that are coming, for example, the slap house-ish Brazilian bass, like I'm not sold on that, you know. I'm not sold. I think that the sounds are a little bit random. Like this bass, for example, I think it doesn't fit into the whole vibe of the song. So maybe I would focus on that to see if everything serves the right purpose and determine the purpose, of course. Maybe I got it all wrong. It has to be a party song. Then more party sounds, you know. Okay, off to the next one. Valley Kid. Wait for You. And I think that's released already, right? So it's not a demo. Let's go. The vibe was really dreamy. At some point I thought it's like very like 2000-ish, like, you know, this Dream Dance compilation albums with the dolphins on the cover artwork. It was very very vibey. Like I wanted to go to the beach and just play this out loud, and it sounds at a certain point it even sounded like some sort of video game soundtrack, you know, but in a good way. And what I think is that the melody on the drop comes a little bit unexpected, and I would kind of try to smuggle it in before, even on the very beginning of the song, like somewhere very, very underneath, just to like have a little bit of a pulse of the drop melody, to kind of program it subconsciously to the listener's mind, so it's more expected in a way. The sounds of the drop also, I believe they're too high. They lack the body, the lead melody. I would use another layer maybe to kind of have a little bit of a support and a little bit filled up a little with some really attack, nice punch on the lower part of the spectrum. An octave lower than the one that's on the record, maybe even 2 octaves down, because it's very, very high. And of course, it might be another synthesizer, it might be some guitar, pluck, steel drum, whatever. Also, it's very important to remember, like, okay, the track is like this dreamy, trancey-ish, so try to find the sounds that really serve the purpose of keeping the listener in this dream, you know, without throwing him off guard. But yeah, overall, it's pretty nice. It's listenable. I really like it. I would, if it would be playing when I would be like just having Spotify on autopilot, I wouldn't mind, you know, I wouldn't skip it. I would just go through it. It's very nice. It's very Anjuna beats. And who listened to some trance back in the day knows what I'm talking about. So I really like it. I really like it. Okido. Off to the next one. Echo Lumen with a track called Blooming.
Light it up, don't stop, keep moving. In this moment, life is blooming. It's blooming, it's blooming, it's blooming. Life is blooming. It's blooming, it's blooming, it's blooming. Life is
Okay. Smooth transition. Okay.
It's blooming. It's blooming.
Okay, yeah. The ride is going up the pitch.
Blooming.
Okay, so it's not bad. You might think it's bad, but let me tell you why it's not bad. I can hear that Echo Lumen understands the principles of the track, how it's built, like what goes where. These little things like the ride automation at the end, very cool. The elements, the transitions, nothing is really out of place. It's rather more, yeah, the mixing, for example, like the kick is way too loud, and of course different people produce on different speakers, different in different rooms, and it's really tricky to kind of nail it first try. And what's the most important is to listen as much as music in the same place where you produce, to have even throw it in the project without any master processing, like compare it. There are plugins like Metric AB for that you can just literally just cross-reference the actual record that you want to hit balance-wise with your own, and compare the levels, because when you sit down on the music and it'll work for like hours and hours on a single project, your ears are tricking you so bad to the point where when you listen it on like for the first time next day, you're like, oh, I can hear now. Okay, so it's very important, first of all, to take breaks, and take breaks regularly, in order to kind of give your ears a little bit of rest. And second of all, reference. Compare yourself to other tracks, not to copy them, but to get the idea of what a proper mix down balance should be. So I would say it's very cool. Like you know what to do. Like the melody is there. Maybe I would first of all, yeah. Wait, let me play it once again. Yeah. So there's something missing, right? That might be few things. The layer of the bass, which could cover some higher frequencies, like this, so piercing, like da, to have it more aggressive, and so it can be like more energetic, for lack of a better name. Also, the pad is really filtered. I would maybe try to add a layer of a piano or other synth that could be more opened, and also have this like mid-range kind of coverage. So yeah, and the lead, of course, layering, like the drill with progressive house. But on that level, like, I don't know how long you're producing for, but I really like it. I think you're going in the right direction. It's just a matter of practice now, really. Like you cannot skip it. Like it took me years. It took everyone years, you know. And but I can hear you. Like you know what you're doing, you know. So keep your head open and learn from your mistakes and compare yourself. Don't be scared to. I know it's extra steps and sometimes it's like too much of a hassle to load up a different track, compare it, bounce it, yada yada. Of course, it takes time. But the moment you get that into your habit, you're gonna be home. Okay, so the next one is from Toby Arps, and it's a remix. Let me read the description real quick. Hello guys, I recently made this remix of an old Avicii track. Can someone give me mixing or sound selection advice? That's what we're gonna do. I think it's a bit generic and I might change the style later if I can, okay. My main problem is that I can't make it sound professional and powerful. Okay, we're gonna dive into that in a moment. By the way, Killers and Rockers was a trio consisting of Starkillers, Avicii, and Austin Leeds. Wow, that's something I didn't even know as an Avicii fan. By the way, Avicii would be 36 yesterday if he still will be here with us. So yeah, that's really something that, you know, bothers me sometimes, but that's for another story. Maybe not even on this stream, but when we're gonna tackle the remix I did of Avicii that he played on his shows, and my story of the remix and how it all happened, because I've played before Avicii for 3 times in my life, so that's gonna be a long story. Not for now. Okay, though, Killers and Rockers from here in the remix from Toby Arps. Let's go.
You take a step back, acting shy, as you undress me with your eyes. Our fingers touch, our thoughts collide. Where do we go from here? And now I'm giving you control. It's what you wanted, met your goal. I'll play before this game is old. Where do we go from here?
For the early demo. Really gritty. Whew. Cool. Okay, so that was really nice. From the description you gave, I was expecting something really chaotic all over the place, but I think it's not far from home, actually. I would maybe take off a little bit of the reverb from the instruments, from the synths. I think it's drenched in the reverb too much. Maybe clean it up a little. Maybe sidechain the reverb to the leads, so whenever the clean sound from the synth hits, it ducks the reverb. You know, in this way you get some sort of a separation, and it's cleaner. Doesn't have to be much. Or maybe you're using the built-in reverb from every synth. Then maybe it could be a nice idea to turn off these reverbs and put them all and send all of these instruments, the synths, to the one return track with a proper reverb that could like cover all of them and put them into the same space. So yeah. And maybe this the drum pattern, I think is really nice, but I would maybe mix it a little bit differently, so it's more like the kicks should be more up front, the tops should be a bit lower, So it's like ponta, like, you know, it.
You control, it's what you want, met your goal.
Yeah, and the tops, like the hats and the snares, could be maybe a bit more reverby-ish because they sound really dry. For a change, comparing to the drop. So maybe, yeah, I would think about that. But overall, really nice entry. Matt Matthew with the track called Booty Drop. I have to open it in a separate window. We should have it now. Yes? No? Yes? Okay, perfect. Let's go. Woo! We're starting heavy. Ooh. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too much bass. I think the sub bass is the culprit.
Let that booty drop.
Okay.
That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop. Let that booty drop.
Okay, the vocals.
That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop. Let that booty drop. That booty drop.
Okay, yeah, the sub is way too loud.
That booty drop.
It's a party song. It's a party song. We have a party song, guys.
Booty drop. That booty. That booty drop. That booty.
Yeah, okay. So, totally not my vibe, if I have to be honest. Like, if I would play a show right now, I wouldn't play this kind of music, but it serves its purpose. It's a party song, you know, like in a clubs, at some festivals. It would work. It would work. Maybe I would. Yeah, first of all, the sub bass. The sub bass is way too loud. I would work on that balance, and it's easy to get this impression like, oh, the fatter it is, the more powerful it is, which is really not the case. If you listen to some Fisher tracks, for example, or even TJR, if you play them back to back comparing to this, they are not really bass heavy, you know, because when you play it on a big sound system, it's gonna be on anyways, you know. So, and when you play something like this on a big sound system, it's gonna be just, there's gonna be too much of the bass, of the mod, you know, like it's gonna kill the energy. So I would rather think about that and compare it, of course, to other tracks. Again, reference is all that matters, you know. Okay, on to the next one. Pontifex Paradise by C-Max. Our boy C-Max from the chat, I remember now. Here from the very first stream. So I already remember. Pretty good. Okay, though. So, guys, we have two versions. I think that's what's the difference? Okay, extended and the radio edit. Let's go with the radio edit. For the sake of being smooth.
Crashing, breaking, so divine. Lost in cravings that are mine. I flew too close to the sun. Lord, what have I become? Now that it's said and done, I can show you what
Okay. This melody reminds me of something. You hear it? Nice. I think it's a little bit too close to Stadium X, Hall at the Moon. Just a tiny bit too close. And I think it could really benefit from it being not too similar. You know what I'm saying? You know how to layer sounds. You can like hear. I mean, balance wise, I wouldn't say it's there's anything to change. Like I really like how it's properly balanced. Maybe also a bit too much like kick and bass, but my opinion, you know. Apart from that, I would definitely So it's also the matter of the sound selection and the melody itself. If you kind of work on that and try to make it your own, I would totally that would help the record for sure. Because as it is now, like I think it's too close sonically. Another one from Zrenix, right? Zrenix. It's called Set Me Free. Let's go. Tappa, 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 tappa. Let me just where is it? Here. Let's play it.
You got a hold on me. You killed my character. I don't know who I am anymore. I wanna feel something else. Love shouldn't hold so much pain.
The vocal should be more upfront.
Some things I can't explain.
Have some like delay
Only
here and there.
you make
Left and
sense.
bass.
But how you've hurt me, love. You got a hold on me. I won't be free. You got a hold on me.
Separated from the set as well. So now they cover the same, like they fight for space. It's very chill.
And only I can set me free.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna break my
Some people would say this is the true progressive house, right? OGs remember. So the only thing that maybe this transition could be a little bit smoother. Maybe I would even try to start with even less elements on the drop, kind of anti-drop, to have like just everything super filtered and like introduce them very, very slowly. In this kind of music, I think what also serves it, hence the name progressive house, is like drops longer than 30 seconds, maybe have it extended, you know, over time, and really like start with like, because when you play it at the right moment, people are gonna be like really into it. Even when they hear just a kick drum and bass, you know, like, and then, you know, some tops, percussions could be introduced slowly. volume automation, filter automation. Maybe they could come from a place like of a lot of reverb, and there are many ways to do it. I think it would help a lot to have it more, to have this feeling that there are things happening all the time. But yeah, really nice one, nice entry. Let's go. Okay, so I'm not sure, because this could get like a copyright strike, but probably other remixes could get it too on the stream. So Robert Miles X Grams, Children Lose Control in brackets. So let's see what's that. If it's a mashup, then I don't really know how to. What's the input on that? But yeah, let's see. Okay. Very. It's not a mashup. That is it a mashup? Okay, the original is also from drums. I'm gonna listen to the original without the sample. Let me just find it real quick, because I find it really distracting to hear your song with the piano from Robert Miles on it, and I just Shazammed it, and it told me like there is original record from you. So we're gonna play this one instead. How about that? Okie doke. Oh, it also has children already. Yeah. I think that's a normal, right? Interesting. Not sure that's legal. I don't feel that. I'm not sure if it's not too much with the children sample, like it's kind of forced there. I know which vocal would be good here. Watch the Sunrise by Axel. That would work. Yeah, this time. The track is very nice. The track itself is very nice. It's dreamy. It's I love this kind of big drums like Gennaro Nvilla did back in the day. If you remember Michael Halfon Treasure Soul remix, that was kind of in these vibes. I really like them. Big drums for life. Okay. Next one, Stephen Royce. Neon Avicii 5. So this is a work in progress, I assume, by the name. Let's go. The lead sound, a bit too sharp, frequency wise. I think there's that's something I would do back in the day, but nowadays I'm my ears and I don't know, my taste maybe is more into having less things, or maybe have one thing that really stands out and other just complement it, but they don't try to distract you, you know, because now I can hear that you try to make the guitar, the lead, the bass, the kick, everything slap, you know, everything is really like in your face. And I think a good mix is a mix where nothing distracts you. Nothing is fighting for like, oh, more me, you know? It's like I was once mixing in a band, and it's a really fun experience. I was once mixing a song for a band, and when I gave them the first version of the mix down, they told me, the guitarist told me, "Oh, I think my guitar is a bit too quiet." And then the drummer said, "I think the drums are a little too quiet, you know?" And the vocalist, guess what vocalist said? I think my vocal is a little too quiet. Or actually, that was a backing vocal. So the backing vocalist said, "Oh, the backing vocals are, I can barely hear them." Yeah, that's the point. They have to be there. Like when you mute them, you can hear they are gone, but they cannot, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the case with this track. I think that's the case. Try to make the sounds compete less for space, for attention. And of course, some vocal would do, because it kind of like what everybody cares about, and even I care about, a good vocal that could carry the message forward, you know? Because without it, I think it's a bit too generic to defend itself on its own. But with a good vocal that could like really, you know, and then have the lead melody carried forward, that would be fine. Another one from Yezer. Yezer. Give it to me. Okay. Woo. Oh. Wait. Oh, the rave stabs. Is it rave generator? Spooky. Halloween vibes. Okay, so far so good. Here comes the drop. Okay.
Come on, feel it.
Woo. That was loud. Okay, I think there's too much happening here. For a moment, there was too much happening. Okay. Yeah, this tin, like the percussion could be a bit more upfront. Like if you could separate these elements so they don't overlap each other, that would be amazing. One lead, one bass shot. Like if these things could just like swap out and like kind of I don't know, not overlap. That would be way smoother and way more groovier. I like it. Maybe I think the contrast between the breakdown, the build-up, and the drop is too big. The drop kicks in, it's like too loud. You don't expect it to be that loud, and I think it's not good. The vocal just before the drop is almost inaudible. It could be way louder. Also, the build-up, I think it's a bit too simple. It could be more kind of exciting, for lack of a better name, so the listener can really like, and also try to introduce some sort of elements from the drop really underneath, so the listener can kind of know what to expect, because now it really gets you off guard, like you don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, oh, okay, and it takes a moment to adjust to the drop, and we don't want that. We want the listener to like be in the drop from the moment it hits. Yes. Next one. Oh, from our moderator, Tantop. Artist name Hiend. I hope that I read that correctly. A track called Fall For You. Let's go. And we go with the original mix. Maybe a bit too much update. Okay.
When you shine, change. You give it like it's over, but never give it away. And I don't wanna fall for you this time. I can't find the truth in all the lies.
Really fast. Maybe the vocals could have a little bit less high, and a bit more mid, and a bit more boosted above everything else. Overall, it's really old school. Really old school. Okay. Ooh, it's really old school. I like it. Is there gonna be a vocal here?
Call me
Yeah.
up when you're sober, when you've shot and changed. You give it up like it's over, but never give it away. And I don't wanna fall for you this time. I can't find the truth in all the lies. If I could, I would believe it. If I could, I would need you. I don't wanna fall
Sounds
for
like
you this
the idea of
time.
the different parts of the vocal, or the like vocal parts. There are too much different from everything else in the track. Okay, we have a drop.
Call me up
Oh,
when
no.
you're sober, when you've shot and changed.
Okay. Okay, we have the start. Oh, it's gonna go crazy now, huh? It's gonna go crazy. Is it? Ooh. Okay. It's really hard. It goes hard. Cool. Cool entry. Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure about the vocal mixing. Like I would maybe place it a bit differently in the space, but and what I said about this drum loop on the breakdown. But apart from that, crazy. Oh, okay. So music is too loud comparing to my mic. Yeah, that's fair. Let me turn down the music a bit. Sorry about that, guys. But I hope you heard at least something from what I said. Let me just maybe up the mic a little bit. Cold Sunset, made together with friend of mine. Guys, I think this. Oh, we already 1 hour and 20 minutes in the stream. I think it's gonna be another, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes of demos, and we are not even halfway. So we're gonna probably start the next stream also with the demos to catch up a little because there's a lot. But I'm super happy we have a chance to like discuss together what could be done differently, done better, and I hope the people who hear their own songs now on the stream got something from it. So let's go. Okay, it goes now. I'm not sure if the bass. Okay. I think something was off key there. Do a little bit less of the plug, like put it just here and there, not all the time, maybe. Okay. 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 Coming your snare. High end, okay. Cool. Cool. It reminds me of this guy called Ovion. Some of you remember. Really nice. The sound selection, it's pretty typical for progressive house. Maybe a bit too typical, maybe. But of course, it's a matter of taste, and my taste kind of evolved, in last 10 years. So I'm like, I like this stuff, but I also like kind of expect something more. I think the breakdown is the weakest part of the song. The drop is pretty much spot on in terms of like mix down, the balance. It's pretty cool. But these are like all the tricks in the bag that this track had. I've already heard before, so maybe that's the biggest issue with it, like I said on the previous progressive house demo as well, that I think what this genre needs needs a little bit more of innovation, so we could make it sound fresh again. No pun intended. Okay, that's I'm gonna tour with Fred again. Fresh again. Oh my gosh. Okay, unhinged string. Another track. Oh, there was a question if I had eaten the soup already. The OG people from the first stream know what it means. No, today I have this as my mid stream snack. So I'm gonna eat some cabanossi. I'm not gonna advertise the company though. It's not that I get paid for this stream, but yeah, screw it. Never mind. That's not the case. That's not why we are here today, and anytime soon. Okay, next demo from Work and Neighbors, right? The track is called Without You, and let's play it. Okay. Intro part. So I'm gonna open some Kamanosi on the intro part. Oh. Okay, that was pretty unexpected. Oh, it's the bass house-ish. Try to work maybe on the groove a little. When there's this, let me show you. When there's this stab of the lead sound, like bam, bam, I would just open the play around with reverb automation. So it's like bam, bam, like it's more groovy, more kind of like have some reverse synths as well. Maybe this same lead, but also reversed underneath, like very underneath saddle, but enough for the someone who's listening or dancing to it to feel it like, you know, going like a train. All right, but maybe let's. Yeah. So also the other thing is maybe the intro could use some more movement, something happening, because it's very static now. And also the intro could be worked on. I mean the intro, the beat, because the first 15 seconds are like very, and then it out of nowhere maybe even it out a little, so it's not like this but more like this. But apart from that, cool entry, different one, that's for sure. And I really like when something's different. Dan Gilles with 2 tracks, Brazil and Tinder. I'm gonna go with Brazil. Oh, the kick is very clicky. Like, it has a lot of click. Okay. Oh, some of the drums are really, yeah. Yeah, the drums, the percussion is a bit too groovy. I mean, it's not right on the, it's shifted a little to the left. And sometimes it's good, but here you can hear it clashing with the kick. Maybe some sort of separation would help. Or just shifting it manually. Clap on one, very progressive. Okay, very chill, very chill. Yeah, I think this clap, bam, 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 I think it's unnecessary. I wouldn't. Too much stay tuning for Hyla Water a cappella could really work here. Can you hear it? Okay, it's very static actually. So my opinion is the track is very static. I think it could use some automation. The music is all about this kind of music and progressive. A lot of kinds of music are about this. Sometimes it's good to take something away and reintroduce it slowly rather than slap another thing on top of that, you know? And I think that's what Dan tried to do here, like to make it evolve just by putting more and more and more and more all the time, but forgetting that you could take away something. Yeah, it's repetitive, but it's repetitive because there's not enough changes. I mean, you don't have to really add a lot here. You could just take away something or even half of it at some certain moment and like build it up again, kind of sculpt it. Like the piano kept on going all the time for like 2 minutes straight. And so yeah, more variation, less repetition, and this percussion loop. And I know that some of the tribal-ish sample packs, they have this kind of a like very groovy, totally not quantized drum loops. I even have some, and they could use some like quantization or even like shifting it manually to the point where you can hear it's not clashing. And it's also a very big distraction right from the start in this case, in this actual case. Okay, next one from Reef, Canada. Like we are only halfway now, guys. You are crazy. Like I didn't expect, because you can see like this is from like what, 2 days ago. And I was like, oh, okay, we have like 10 demos. Okay, it's gonna be a cool, nice, short session. And then another 20 demos came in, or I don't know how much. So I think we're gonna stop very soon. I'm gonna refill my yerba. I'm sorry, I'm talking while eating. That's very rude of me. So let's listen to Reef, Canada. I'm gonna eat my cabanose, refill the yerba, and we're gonna hop on a new track. We're gonna do the unboxing because it finally came in, and I'm gonna show you what it is. And well, we're gonna continue with some stories about if I'm gonna be coming to ADE, because that's a very important question. What was the song on the countdown intro of the stream? Because that someone was asking about it. I'm gonna tell you what it was. And I'm gonna tell you a story about Alesso remix and maybe play it if I find it, that I did or tried to do 10 years ago. Buckle up! So, Reef, Canada. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. No intro further. So the beginning was really nice. It was really kind of a protocol-ish, not protocol, revealed progressive house from back in the day. Quality-wise, cool. I like the chord progression on the breakdown. Maybe the FX that was fading down, the downlifter, was a bit too long. It could fade out a bit quicker. Can go. It should be done here. So when the piano comes in, there's no more this leaking, you know? So the listener could focus on the piano itself instead of listening to like this flanged white noise. The drop, there is some clipping, I think, from the lead. I think it's too much of a maybe limiter, or maybe just the leads are way too loud, and they have too much of high frequencies. Like there's, it's really ear piercing to play. I would cut because there's also some white noise, and I know I've been there, done that. I abused white noise myself a lot, and now I cannot I cannot listen to half of my records, so just because of that, because like all the time. So and if you play it on a phone, for example, you would only hear this. You would only hear, you know. So first thing, I would try to clean up, cut the high frequencies, so it doesn't like melt your ears, because you get ear fatigue real quick when you listen to something like that. So yeah, I think that concludes our first demo session on the third stream. I saw the question, when will be the next demo session? I think, because let me just count it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's 21 more submissions, guys. I didn't count how many we went through today, but for sure we're not gonna listen to another 20 tracks, because that's gonna be another 2 hours or something, and I want to really talk about some stuff that's very important, and it cannot wait for another week. But I'm thinking about, because I feel myself, and I don't have a lot of things to do right now, and I really find these live streams very therapeutic, so to speak, for me. And they really allow me to finish more stuff and try to make my goals come true. And my goal right now is to reach people who create music, who write music, songwriters, singers, producers, and you, listeners, as well, who listen to this kind of stuff, and kind of encapsulate that into some sort of community that really works on some great stuff. And we have people from all around the world here, so I think that could really benefit the EDM scene, the progressive house scene. So that's my little dream. I'm counting on you guys to help fulfill it, and I hope you all would like to collaborate in some sort of way. And I think let's play it by ear. These demo sessions are also for that, to kind of like find people and have a chance for you also to meet new people from the world that create the stuff that you also might like. And our community is open, our Discord is open. You can join anytime. You can DM yourself and just like take it from there. And probably at some point I'm gonna be also organizing some sort of a camps, songwriting camps, that could, result in having some new songs out there and using our place as a platform to elevate that. So that's a short, really short version of like what's been boggling me for a while. But that connects really nicely with a question that I've got on my Instagram recently, and also I got it on my on the chat right here. Someone asked it in the very beginning of the stream. Will I be coming to Amsterdam for ADE? So I've been thinking about it for like last couple of days, and it's pretty soon actually. It's like what, in 6 weeks from now? And my first thought was, well, why should I go? Like, I don't have any music completed yet. I don't really kind of I don't feel like, I don't know where's my place right now, you know? But maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point, to find your place, to go where there's a lot of people from the scene who make the music, to connect, to maybe even have some studio sessions. I got too excited, sorry, and I got carried away. So what I was saying, to have some studio sessions in Amsterdam, some writing sessions, maybe sit down with little tiny speakers, you know, and some little tiny MIDI keyboards and little tiny Shure SM7B microphone, and record something, write something, just be there, you know. And this is a once in a year opportunity to you know, meet a lot of people in one place. And Amsterdam is way cheaper than flying to Miami from Poland, so Amsterdam is the choice. So guys, that's the question to you from me. Is there anyone from Amsterdam or going to Amsterdam this year that would like to make some music, spend some time together? I would love to hear your stories. I would love to go there and just kind of like feel the place naturally, and whatever comes with it should just reflect in the music we are about to make, I'm about to make, and hopefully you as well. So let me know, chat. After the stream, you can go to Discord. We can maybe make a new channel and talk about it. If there's enough people going to Amsterdam, maybe we could work something out. If not, I'm gonna go there and just eat some Dutch cheese, you know, and maybe visit some old friends of mine. But apart from that, I'm totally open to meet new people, to make music with new people, and explore, which is, I believe, the point of the whole thing, right? Instead of looking at like, is it gonna be beneficial for me, for my status, for my brand, yada yada, you know? I'm at the position where I don't give a shit about that, and that's beautiful. Like, I don't have a manager who's gonna be telling me like, nah, this is not good for the brand, you should be, if you're not the first name on the billing, like, no, we're not gonna do it. Now I have the freedom to just decide on my own whether I want to do something or not. And of course, maybe it's not gonna be like this for the whole life. Maybe later it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be more selective with my time and my effort and like who I want to collaborate with. At this point, I just want to meet people. As stupid as it sounds, I just want to meet people, work with people, and I really hope that if we, you know, put it out in the universe and say like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make music, I want it to be melodic, emotional, and I, you know, if someone watching this now, and maybe you was gonna watch a shot I'm gonna make from the stream and put it on my socials, is gonna hear that and be like, okay, why not, you know? Like, let's go, let's do it. So yeah, long story short, Amsterdam 2025. If you're there, hit me up on my Discord, and we're gonna, because I'm gonna be there with my wife. My wife. That's also the yeah. I'm not really good with the Borat voice yet, but I'm gonna practice, and in no time from now, I'm gonna be doing this perfectly. So, what alias I'm gonna be using for the music? I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Dorian Newman probably. I don't know. It sounds right with me. Like, I'm not thinking about. That's another story. How the Tom Soon name come around. It was crazy, yeah. It was a long process of thinking what should be the name. And nowadays I just don't care. Dorian Newman. It's just a name. It's what is attached to the name that makes a difference, you know? If I would tell you Sabrina Carpenter like 5 years ago, you would be like, who? You know? But now we're in a different space, a different place. Okay, so let's do the unboxing. So I told you on Discord last week that I have something, but it wasn't that. It was just the part of it. That was the flag pins. Huh? Yep. And some of you guessed correctly that it's gonna be a map. So let's see. Let's find out. Is it a map? Or is it a bag of potatoes? And someone scammed me. I hope I didn't break it. Nope, I didn't. Yay, I can use the scissors. Oh. No, I have to rip it open, guys. So, shish. Wasn't prepared for that. Woo. Woo. Okay. And now, introducing the cork map of the whole world that we're gonna put the pins on, so we can keep the track of who's here, from which side of the world, so we can feel like, you know, we are citizens of the world. Because I'm curious myself to see, like, to look at this wall and remind myself how universal of a language music is, you know? I know it sounds super stupid, but that's what I think. So I'm gonna put the map here somewhere, so it's gonna be visible from the stream. I don't. Maybe I'm gonna reposition the camera for the next one. So now I have to go to refill my yerba mate, and I would like you, chat, tell me which country are you from, and we're gonna put some first pins on the map. Let's go. I'm gonna be back in a minute. And the mic is on. Okay, perfect, guys. So I see some entries. Let me just take them up. And I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to narrow it down a little. Like wait. Let me just. I didn't, of course, open the pins before because why should I prepare for the set? For the stream. Okay, perfect. Or is it? Sheesh, I really should have like a. I really should come prepared for the stream, which I obviously. Of course, there's probably some easy to open lock. Of course, that's better than using a brute force, right? Okay, let's go. I'm gonna just have it here for now, guys. Okay, let's go. Poland, of course. Here's Poland. Okay. Sheesh, these pins are. The flag is the map is too small for. If I take all the Polands that are in the chat, I'm probably gonna use the whole space now. But well, it is what it is, right? Let's go. It's unhinged as hell. It's super unhinged. Oh, the camera is off. Why my camera is off? Oh no, guys, chat. Can you see me? Wait, what happened? Oh, no. There was some sort of notification in the camera that made it disappear. Okay, now I'm crooked. Unhinged. Told you. This stream is unhinged. Okay. Got it now. Let's go. La 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 la. Where's the other one? Thailand. Wait. And of course, my geography is not so good. So I have to really check the map to be sure, like 100%, I don't put it in the wrong place. I know, right? And for a guy who visited like 40 plus countries, that's ridiculous. But I almost didn't pass the final class of my high school because of geography. So yeah, that's an interesting fact. So we have India here. Then we go to Bangladesh here. Then we have Myanmar, right? And then we have Thailand, which is over here. Maybe let's put it there, where Bangkok is. Right? Okay, got it. Oh, I'm actually covering half of the screen with the mic arm, which is a no-no. Should be like this, right? Whoop. Okay, perfect. No, it's still unhinged stream. Let's go. So we have Poland, and we have and Thailand, and now we go to the Brazil. Let me just look, guys. I'm not sure if this was a good idea. I'm feeling super stupid right now, for like taking so long to even like pinpoint every single country, you know. So Brazil, let's put it right in the middle. Oops, got it. Wait, Kenya, we got Kenya and Italy. So, like I would rather double check even such easy things as Italy because it's like in Europe and super close. But I'm just so excited about these streams that I'm literally that close to make a fool of myself. So I would rather do it correctly and put it where it belongs instead of just, you know, hitting the wrong spot. And everybody can make mistakes, right? So, what else we have? We have France, guys. So France is right next to Italy. Up, 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 up. Oops. Oh, I want the blue one. Wait. It's right here. Up. There's a pretty nice density of Europe so far. Oh, I should keep it. I should hold it here, actually. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Poland, France, Switzerland. Okay, so we got Switzerland. And Switzerland, my dear boy, is right above Italy. Here. Yep. Ah! Okay. That's so unhinged, man. We got another Poland. Is there anything else? Did I skip something, chat? I think it's this for now. So let's keep it like this. Maybe I'm just gonna hang it somewhere here for the future streams. But so far it looks like this. And we're gonna can you see it? Can you see it properly? Like all the flags? You can. Yeah. So that also is a bit of a indication for me about the stream times. If they should be earlier, later, like what's the most convenient time for those who are watching. And of course I want you, I don't want to stream like for the area that, for example, doesn't care as much as I thought it's gonna care or should, whatever. It's just my thought process, you know. I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes it bites me in the ass. Most of the cases it bites me in the ass. So we have another thing to talk about, and that is a song that I've started to do yesterday, and I've teased it on the Discord, and I think that's something that also connects with the story about Alesso, because I think he's involved. Okay, I know that Sacha, the vocalist, posted this snippet asking people, "Oh, who should collaborate with me on this one?" And but the fact that Alesso reposted it right off the bat, after like not even a day after it was posted, I think it's a pretty much that giveaway that they already signed the record, and they just trying to promote it in a way. It's, you know, it happened on TikTok, and it's a pretty common strategy, but I don't blame the artists and labels for doing that, because how the algorithm works nowadays is pretty much promoting this kind of things. Like if you would just post a regular teaser, like, "Oh, this is my new record," like, nobody would care. I mean, not nobody would care, but the algorithm wouldn't push it to people. It is what it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game, you know? If that's how the algorithm works now, of course, people who want to get their music out, they are just, you know, using every strategy that's working in order to push through the noise. And the more, how do you say that? The more improvised something looks, the better reach it gets. So that's the thing. And let me just find the project real quick. Sacha. Where is the... Okay, it's loading. So let's wait a second. We have our... Perfect. We have our Ableton window here. Oh, I was supposed to play the song, of course. 1 second. Because I want to show you what are we talking about even, you know? Because I think that's important for context. So there is this video, right? And it has 700,000, almost a million views in like a day.
Every time it's always you, and I've known it forever. No one else is in the room as long as we're together. And the closer that
very beautiful.
we move, I'm falling for you.
It gives the John Sammy vibes.
No mistaking this feeling. Every second I'm healing. 'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are two heart like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Yeah,
You're
very beautiful. So, you know, Alesso reposted it. People are saying, chat are actually saying that he played his edit during the weekend. So, you know, it's set in stone. Like I said, it looks like, oh, who should hop on this one? You know, it sounds very well produced. It sounds like it's stripped down for the TikTok purposes, but the song is already done. Like the song is done, the song is signed, like the deal is there. It's set in stone. So, but I really love the vocals, right? I really do. And I think I'm not the only one. So, so I thought, hey, maybe it's a good idea to do something about it, you know. And since it's Alesso, and I have a track record of one rejected remix for Alesso, for Heroes with Tove Lo. Actually, let me find it real quick, chat. It's interesting. I never played it. Maybe I played it live, but I don't really remember. Yeah, actually I did. Actually, I did play it live. But wait. Hey, Heroes. Unprepared, of course. I think that's this one. Wait. Let me listen to it. Yeah, that's the one. Let's go. Chat. It's very quiet. Wait. Because it's not mastered, it's like a mixed down. Oh, maybe I have a mastered version. Wait. I mean, mastered. Shish. Or maybe I don't. Okay, let's keep the intro part. Okay.
things, but I can't be one of them. I know you hear me now. We
Okay.
are a different kind. We can do anything. We could be heroes.
I can see why it was rejected, because
We could be
it's too progressive, it's too close to the original, you know?
We could be heroes. We could be heroes. Me and you. We could be.
As if the song wasn't, like, you know, too long already. Now we build up. Perfect. I wouldn't do it like this now.
We could be.
Of course. So yeah, so that was the remix that got rejected for Alesso Heroes like 10 years ago. And well, my lesson from that was to never, ever, or at least try not to, do something that's too similar to the original. When someone when there is an opportunity to remix, and if I would be looking for the remixes of my songs in the future, I would go to people who are not doing music similar to the original version. I would go to someone from from drum and bass, for example, or from like a more aggressive electro house ish, a scene to really flip the song to make it different, So I think that's the reason. And so my decision for when I heard the vocal, of course, unless so you can already guess, I didn't hear this his version, but I can imagine it's super melodic and super progressive, right? I think that Amel already did melodic and progressive. A lot of people already hopped on it and said like, oh, it's emotional, it has to be progressive and melodic. And of course they are using the main melody of the vocal as the bass for the melody. And I can't blame them because it's a really nice melody. So the world doesn't need another progressive house version, number 57, like I'm sure that they did a good job already. They did a great job. So I'm not trying to top it up. And funnily enough, even though like I'm doing a lot of progressive house, even here on the stream, for this particular one, I was thinking maybe it should be more aggressive, at least for the first half. So let me play you what I have come up with so far. I just threw a little God particle on the master just so it's loud enough, but of course that's not the final chain. And maybe let me change the buffer size because it's okay, it's fine. Okay, so let's listen. Yeah, let's play it from here. So I started with this, right? I thought, it's gonna be a nice breakdown.
'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are too hard like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Oh, you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
It's heavy.
Every time it's always you, and I've known
Yeah,
it
here I would
forever.
introduce like a progressive kind
No
of
one else
melodic
is
vibe.
in the room as long as we're together. And the closer that we move, I'm falling for you further. No mistaking this feeling. Every second I'm healing. 'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are too hard like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Oh, you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
I had to. here comes the. And here's whether I finished yesterday when I was just like, I had this idea. I had to like, when I heard it on TikTok, I was like, oh, I have to do it now, no, because before it just evaporates from my head. So that's what I did. It's not perfect, but it's like literally like, I don't know, 2-3 hours of just me dropping the ideas into the canvas of Ableton arrangement view. So I was exploring this kind of like heavy like raw drop for this one. I think it really served its purpose. It's emotional, but they're like, you know, emotions don't always have to be like this sweet, like you know, like sometimes they are raw. They are like, ugh! And I think that's the case. So, and we don't need another progressive house remix. So, my idea is to kind of like work on the build-up part and go then to the final drop. I think I would still go as hard as the first one. I'm really not sure if the melodic part would work. Something that also for me makes a lot of sense now is that this kick, you can see the kick part is pretty much throughout the whole track, and that's the point. That's the mistake I did in the Alesso remix. There was like, the breakdown was like a minute long, you know? And when you play it live, especially in a club, people are just gonna be, oh, sorry. Now they're gonna be like this. So times have changed. I saw the video of Universe Ibiza when David Guetta was playing. There was literally not a single soul without a phone in their hands, and that was crazy. But yeah, I hope it was just a moment, you know. Titino from Mexico, hey, we have another entry on the map. Let's do the map. Let's do the map. Let's do the map thing. Mexico, yes, that's amazing, guys. We have to update the map. So Mexico, pretty straightforward. And wait, the map here, Mexico here. Whoop. Yes, it's in. And I saw someone saying that anything upcoming for EMF Festival. Do you mean EMF as for Empire Music Festival in Guatemala? That would be crazy because I really I've played there and it was a really crazy experience. And Dragonland, Hong Kong, of course. So are you from Hong Kong? We have to establish that. If you're from Hong Kong, then we have to put it in the map. That's the rule. That's the rule. Okay. Dragonland. I also played at Dragonland. I think that I have like the cap from Dragonland, like from the official merch, somewhere in my parents' house. I think is that possible? Like my memory nowadays, because there's been so many shows, like 100 shows a year, and I kind of get, all of them are getting mixed up in my head. So please, if I said something incorrectly, my bad. Okie doke, let's go. So we're gonna maybe work on the first drop first. Yeah, crazy. What I want to do is maybe focus on if there is not maybe too much elements here and there, because I was just throwing ideas randomly, and I believe some of them are not really necessary. They say like the less is more sometimes, and I really want to stay true to that, because I've realized many times if you remove something, sometimes it's the best you can do. Because, like, of course, you're gonna, for the first moment, you're gonna feel like, nah, it's empty now, right? But people who hear the track for the first time, they don't know there was something there before. Like, take a moment to adjust, maybe give yourself like a day of a break from the song you're working on, and listen to it again. Is it really that necessary? Like, if something that's necessary, then, like, just drop it, you know? Okay, though. So the project, you can see there's a lot of things that are muted, because like I said, I've been throwing in ideas like this, you know. I was just like this sprinkling the Salt Bay style on the project. And enough talking, I believe. Let's go. I was trying to color code something, like maybe organize it more in the groups. Brazil has the pin, yes. Simax is asking, and I just had to answer it real quick. Brazil is already mentioned. Okay, so the FXs, they go into the separate group. Yada yada. Let me just color that real quick. Perfect. Drums are pretty much there. So yeah, let's go. And here what I did is, like, I just glitched out the vocal of Sacha to the point where she's like just being destroyed, almost obliterated. If you can, I can show you the automation. Like, there's Transit by Baby Audio, OTT, Transgate from Kilohertz, and Autopan, the default Ableton device. And what I'm doing is just like, right? Without it, it would be just something like that. Let me just mute it for a second. Okay, so this weird thing that's happening, even though I turned off all the devices, is the warping in Ableton. So what I've done, I took the last word where she sings, and I just stretched the hell out of it. So I've done the warping on the tones mode, adjusted the grain size, and I just grabbed it by the edge with the Shift and Alt on Windows and Control, and I just, you know, stretched it to the point where it's like really way longer than it was originally. Dzień dobry. The Kenya is not on the map. My wife just came in. What? Ah, okay. So my wife just came in to tell me that Kenya is not on the map, and that's an issue we have to address. Let's address it now, okay? So Africa, I have to pull the map up in order to help me narrow it, like pinpoint it exactly to the point where it's on the map. So I believe that's Ethiopia, right? That's Somalia, and that should be Kenya, right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Wait, chat. Is this correct? Wait. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Here. Whoop. Ugh. Alrighty. We have Kenya on the map. Hey, it's looking pretty decent now. After the first stream, guys. Legend. Okie doke. My point is what I was talking about. I was talking about the glitch effect that destroyed vocal. It's not perfect yet because I did it like super quickly just to encapsulate the idea from here to there and just to have it there. But I would definitely work on that a bit more because I'm not 100% convinced yet. Maybe I would use even more distraction from like Decimort or Digitalis to really break it. But for now, I'm fine with that. So let's talk about the main lead. So the main lead, as you can hear, is a chain of a lot of things. Let me just collapse that real quick so it's more visible. So there's first of all there's razor. Let me just remove the unused things, and there's a lot of them. Oh, there's my cat here who sneaked in when the wife came in. Please welcome Shishka the cat. Shishka stands for like a pine cone, I think, in English. Pine cone? Hey. Wanna say something? Wanna address an issue? Is there something not on the map yet that has to be flagged? I think she's as confused as you. So let's let her be. And yeah, she's gonna walk on the MIDI keyboard, right? Oh yes. My hands are here. Yeah, maybe that's enough. Okay. Bye-bye. She does that sometimes. Back on the track. So this sound is really, really heavily processed. Oh, the mic was off, right? Okay, but I Rebel stream. Chat. I think I need someone like to sit right next to me and just watch me and save me from my own mistakes. The door is muted. Oh my, oh my. Okay. This is the most unhinged stream in our very short history of streams. Wait. I don't know why. Like, I have literally no idea why. It should be working, actually. The door should be... No, it's working. Is it? Guys, chat, tell me. Do you hear this? Do you hear the door? When I play it right now. Okay, it's okay. Oof. Alright. I got scared. So that's the whole processing, right? What's interesting here, apart from like a lot of automation in Razor itself, me using like the filter automation and then using also the resonant reverb here, just adjusting the wet level to have some movement in place. Apart from that, I also did introduce some harmonics from M polysaturator, which just adds additional like harmonic information to that. And then I also went to Redux in order to have like a stereo version with slightly different sound. So one it goes on 2 beats and the second one is like 3 beats, and they are like spread hard pant left and right. So without that, it's a slight difference. It's a very slight difference, but I just wanted to do it, you know, because why not? Edge delay, slapped as an insert. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay like this. Then you have the vintage verb, which is also heavily automated in order to have this like sweeps before the next note hits here and there to give it a bit of a movement. So if you play it like solo and then without a delay and reverb, right? It's a very common trick in a lot of electronic music, not only electronic, but if you hear like this future bounce tracks from Brooks or even future rave, you hear a lot of reverb automation. And that combined with OTT in order to have some upwards compression in order to take this reverb and even boost it higher, you know, so it doesn't really go as low in the signal as it normally is. That gives some really nice touch to everything, and I think it really benefits the groove of the whole thing. So if you, as you can see, if you really work on it, if you really spend time dedicated to tweak one instrument, one synth, and play around with it so it really has a lot of space and dynamics, you can basically forget about even layering with it with anything else, because it's really good on its own. I actually tried to do some layers and I gave up because it was too much. They were competing with each other, and I thought, nah, we're not layering this one, you know. So I kept it as it is. I only introduced some sub bass, which is super simple now. I think it's not gonna stay like this. I'm gonna also work on that. But I just wanted to move forward instead of like staying in a endless loop of just fixing something that's not important at the moment, because I wanted to have it to the point where I can play it to you guys today, so we can hear the whole idea, not only like 10 seconds of a drop, right? So probably the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna work on the bass line. There's also this little, it's considered a sub bass, but it's really more like a groove pattern, right? But I decided to keep it in the bass group, and we'll see about that, because it's also something that I'm not sure about yet. Then we have the kick. I think the kick is from Dash Berlin. So the kick, what I've done with the kick, I pretty much scooped the mid, high, and high frequencies to make it more deep, because without any processing, it sounds like that. And then with processing, right? So it's deeper. Maybe it's too deep, maybe. I also used the snapback tool by Cable Guys in order to add some sweep up right before the kick and some transient on the top. But it's still something that would need some tweaking, because maybe I filtered it a little bit too much. But that's something I don't want to focus on right now, in order not to get stuck on, you know. Let's first finish the idea.
Every time it's always you, and I've known it forever. No one else is in the room as long as we're together. And the closer that we move, I'm falling for you further. No mistaking this feeling. Every second I'm healing. 'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream, heart to heart like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Yeah, this drum fill is this one. Too much. It kind of kills the vibe. So I would focus on some transitions, make it more smooth. Like for example here.
Cause all I ever see in the stars are
Okay, 10
every
points. 10 points for someone who will tell me which track this sample is known from. It's from the Vengeance pack, but there's this one song that had this sample. Chat. Who's old? Who's old?
ever see in the stars or in every dream. Heart to heart like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Oh, sorry, I switched the layer. So I really love Razor. This particular sample, Punctuate, from the default bank. I tweaked it because normally it's set to pulse only, and it's more plucky because of the cutoff turned down and the color turned down way lower than it is now. But I really love how it really works also with the synced reverb, which I feel I don't really know how to replicate that in the other synths, so I keep going back to Razor in order to get that sound because I really love it. And I actually also used it in the Alesso remix, the one that got rejected. So what we're gonna do is something that I was also telling you on the feedback session, to introduce this the lead part a bit before the drop. Okay, the same as I introduced this percussion lead from the first drop here. You can hear it very briefly when I played the whole thing again. Yeah, it's even a bit too prominent. I should take the utility and lower it down a little. Right here, just yeah, even 4 dB, 5. Way better, right? No! Sunshine mode, said Deadmau5 Cascade. I remember, and that's the correct answer. That was the FX, the effect sound from. Okay, so we hop on this one. We take the Razor and see, it's a bit too much now, right? So we're gonna first of all maybe short the notes a little. Better, but also let's do the. I'm gonna actually make a loop here. Yeah, and we're not gonna make it linear. We're gonna have a little bit, some moments where it's gonna be like open and close again, you know, just to have this, like, play with listeners' emotions, you know, to have them like, because if you do something so unexpected, it really grabs it hits the dopamine release, you know, in your head. That's what I have, at least. Now the loop is too long. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. I promise. I promise. So I should start this before actually. Wait. No, actually. No.
In the stars or in every dream, heart to heart like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Okay. So here I play around with it a little here and there. Actually, I'm gonna shut up and just finish it, okay?
Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever meant to be. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny. Meant
Some sort of a echo would serve it really well.
Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Know you're mine for eternity. Side by side 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Yeah, just obliterate with like some sort of a wash at the end. Because also the vocal here gets destroyed again. See? And also I think this doesn't match really the thing here. So I would fix it. Let's use maybe, I don't know, maybe just the Baker washout device that I've used recently. Wash out, whatever, just anything now in order to, yeah, bass clef easy washout device. So that's a very simple way to just, you thought I'm gonna use the endless smile, right? Not this time. Show automation new lane.
'Cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my
Without this one. Here I would cut it already. Right?
Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Even a bit too much of a washout. They said there's no such things as too much washout, but I think this time it's a bit too much. And this echo voice should go lower maybe.
'Cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
One note less.
Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
And maybe lower volume, yada yada, you know, everything that makes it go out of the way. Like we introduce the melody, the listener can really feel it, but here I would just like leave it almost unnoticed, like, you know, exit out of the place. Maybe even we should automate the dry channel, so the dry one should go away, right? We only keep the echo boy, the reverb one, which is gonna make them switch places. Yeah, way better, way smoother. And of course here we're going back to the dry channel and the echo being out of the way. Perfect, exactly what we needed. So it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than just a flat out synth just with the filter, like, you know, it's these little things that make it interesting. I would also have some drums here, a little groove underneath, just to kind of you know, the kick here. Too much of a kick, and now that I listen to it, it's too loud. It should be way quieter, and in order to do that, it's just simple utility would do. So we just automate it again, and so we start from here, right? Sometimes 2 dBs. I don't like it. It's fighting. It's fighting for the space with the vocals, for example, with this razor lead. So sometimes it's a decision game. What do you care about the most, right? Maybe you can care about both things, but don't let them play at the same time. Maybe scoop some frequencies. Maybe do the volume automation, whatever. Okay? So you can see this sound gets introduced later. So we can, like, for example, have this one play here a bit louder. And then skip it down. Okay, I would say it's okay. I'm not 100% happy, but I'm not 0% happy. I'm somewhere in between. Story of my life. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to have some drums in here, something that could help kind of add some more groove. I really like these percussion loops from Sander van Doorn's back. I really find them interesting, and they serve the purpose. Of course, I would have to like filter it down, maybe EQ a little, because I believe there's too much of information in the range of like 200, 400 hertz. It's too, like, I don't want that amount of a lot of punch. I would rather have it very slightly in the mix. See, that's way too loud. That's way too loud. I would actually maybe even reverse it and use it as a high pass filter. The other fact is that I don't think it's really in tune. It should be lower, maybe half or the whole step down. Yeah, it's actually 2 steps down, 2 full steps down. And of course, this is not the nicest way to tune the drums, because you kind of break them if you tune them way past like 1 semitone up or down. And a sort of like retuning is, you know, messing up with the phase, with the transients whatsoever. There are some plugins like Torque from Waves, or Body Shifter, that help you like kind of attune the fundamental but keep the transient as it is, you know. Actually, we could try that for this particular one. If we know now it needs 4 semitones down of tuning, we could just go stereo. Guys, I really need to use the bathroom because it's already like 3 hours straight, and that's not something a human being can possibly endure when drinking so much water and yerba mate and whatever. Okie doke. So, right. Oh, without and with, and in context. I would still get rid of that punchy thing, which you could see on the graph here. That was initially at the A, and now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 F. Even the other one, which is too big. I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I should remove this high pass filter here. Like I want it very sadly. I want it to be very subtle. I should even start it later, right here, when she sings the chorus again. Like if we play. Right, and open it slowly. I think that's the way to do it. Of course, reverb. yada yada, you know.
Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Of course not here, right? Sweep with some impact, maybe. I'm slowly starting to like to focus more on like using the stuff I already have in the project instead of another one and slapping and having like, you know, 50 of different FXs throughout the whole song, that some of them happen only once. For example, this one. Okay, that's the reverb, the reverse for the synth. But it should be here as well.
Meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Meant to be.
Right. Okay, I have to go to the loo real quick, guys, because it's just a matter of minutes where I won't have to go anymore. So let me just play it from the start so we can get like a refresh for a bit, and I'll see you right back.
Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are too hard, like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Oh, you're mine for eternity. Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. Every time it's always you, and I've known it forever. No one else is in the room as long as we're together. And the closer that we move, I'm falling for you further. No mistaking this feeling. Every second I'm healing. Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are too hard, like we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny. You're all I'll ever need. Oh, you're mine for eternity. Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my destiny.
Oh, I know. Sorry. That's what I had to do. Did you program deleting the drop yourself? Yes. I'm not sure if I understand the question correctly, but if you mean like, did I use the pattern? Yes, I did. It's just it's actually the first thing that came to my head when I was listening to it. Like da 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 da. It's not nothing revolutionary, but it just fits. So yeah. So here on the second part, you can see that I introduced some sort of harmony. It's I just did the first part and I just copied it over, but it doesn't work in few places. So we have to fix that. So I'm gonna now just loop this part and fix it because it's not good. The sound of the synth was based off the one of the Razor patches, but I tweaked it to the level it's unrecognizable. Okay. Here, this one. This one is bad. Nope. Higher. Yeah, here's completely wrong. So, so Asud says, I feel sometimes guilty for using presets even if I tweak them a bit. Guys, stop it. Don't. Avicii was all about presets. If you like go to Silent One or Nexus, you will find a lot a lot of presets that he used, and he didn't tweak them at all. It like, you know who complains about people using presets? Other producers jealous that someone got a hit by using presets and they didn't. That's true. Like, normal people don't care. They don't give a, nobody cares if it was made with a preset or was it meticulously crafted by, modular synthesis, like, in deadmau5's studio for like 2 months straight. Nobody cares. People listen to music as a whole. Only us producers listen to music by dissecting it into tiny little pieces and like doing this police thing and trying to identify every sound, sample pack or whatsoever. People don't care. I mean, normal people. Okay, back to the melody fixing. Here. Let me just actually do it like the R, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue it, but I like these counter melodies a lot because they feel in the space nicely. This kind of sound is also not definitive. I'm for sure gonna change it. I was browsing through the presets real quick, but I don't like it. Oh, it's already better. Would have something more less dreamy and sustained. That's a little bit too distorted. What if I switch off the distortion? Oh, it's a different sound. That's the thing. So about presets, right? Some presets need a little tweaking. Like, most important thing is, of course, we do have happy accidents. You just click through the presets and one of them is like, whoa, that's exactly what I need, you know? But sometimes, most of the cases, it's better to kind of visualize to yourself what sort of sound space you want to feel. What do you need? What do you want? And if you know what you want, it's downhill from there. And of course, if you know like the basic principles of how to use each synth, so we can tweak the preset by modulating the oscillator, changing it differently, maybe using some effects on that. You know, just like I did here on this on the distortion module, that I just tweak it to the point where I craft the sound to be closer to what I kind of visualize it being. But maybe it's gonna be quicker to find something else. My wife, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Oh, I got the pasta. So I'm gonna shut off the microphone so you don't hear me munching, doing om nom noms ASMR, and I'm just gonna focus on the lead. Okay, so mic mute and work on the preset. course, I muted myself. I would finish it in a different manner now. Okay, I know what I did. Because the TikTok sound ends up very abruptly, so I took the Destiny from the one run before that, so I could just have this tail. So it should have some sort of a delay, but different one. So for that, I'm probably gonna use like a separate channel and just take that Destiny part. And yeah, that's what I like to do. Instead of automating, opening up the send, I would rather have it under a completely different track. That's the luxury of having unlimited tracks, right? And a decent CPU. Maybe age delay will be sufficient enough. Let's see. Way longer. So way. Not this way, this way. Nope. One more time. Yeah, something like that. For now. So I'll just play it in context, and if it's nice, I'll just bounce it right away. Yes, that's exactly what I needed. Small thing, subtle. So maybe I would even crank up the feedback way higher, okay? I don't know why it freezed. Frozen? Freezed. My English very bad. Oh, it's it's actually stuck. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of I'm using the like NVIDIA card for the long story. Okay, so let me just bounce it and see. This way we're gonna have the tail, like the whole delay printed to audio. Oh no, okay, oof. And this way I can retain full control over when it finishes, automate it more, chop it up, whatever, which you cannot really do when you have like the plugin slapped on it, and you won't, we can play around with automation, but you don't see it, like you don't see the exact point. So for me, this is way more convenient, and probably not only for me. Should we also reflect that in the melody? Yes, I'm supposed to do reverse slap, like I'm gonna do it. Look, I'm gonna do it without listening, okay? And we'll see how it's another effect I want to do. I just want to do like a typical reverse tail, but without that much of a diffusion and damping. I want it to be very open. I'm gonna tweak it later. Bright hole, little to no pre-delay, 4 seconds, even more maybe, but we're gonna do it super blindly because I'm super curious if I got it right. Did I reverse it already? I don't remember. I didn't, right? I did. Wait. What's this? Yeah, okay, it's reversed. Perfect. It's but from what I heard, it's way too bright. Okay, it's not. And just bounce it. Yep. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna reverse it again. Shoop. Yep. Yeah, almost there. But it's 360 no scope. So this bass, I would fade it out, probably. So it's like complete silence, you know. I can envision that people being like, oh, and it's like, oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's exciting. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna get a chance to play it live, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna be playing live. But when I do, if I do, I would definitely play it. I can see like this moment in my head where it's like a complete silence. This bass goes like super down. Maybe I'm gonna just, for now, try to automate it with the utility. So it's like almost to the point when it's inaudible. No, but I wouldn't cut it to a complete zero, but wait. Yeah, maybe a little less. Right, so it's not as static. Maybe I could even reintroduce it later, but for the first initial one, yeah, something like that. Maybe even play around with it, like have it a bit less, a bit more, yada yada yada, you know, just for shits and giggles. Wrong. Bad. And the last one should be empty. And here it would be the start of the drum fills and everything. So maybe we could even like pitch it. I know it's already so like typical, but you know, if it works, it works. So let's play it back. Actually, I want to listen to the whole thing in context. Something I rarely do normally, and it's a bad thing, because when you get fixated on like a short part, and then you play it back, like the whole thing, to listen to the whole thing, it sounds like it's not as seamless as it should be, right? So it's good to go back every now and then, and listen how coherent is that in context.
Time, it's always you, and I've known it forever. No one else is in the room as long as we're together. And the closer that we move, I'm falling for you further. No mistaking this feeling. Every second I'm healing. 'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every
Few things. I would definitely make this quicker. I wouldn't even do like full 16 bars. I would maybe do 12. I would do 12 bars. So I would get rid of that maybe. Actually, let me save the project. Can you guess the save count? Can you guess the save count for this session? That was the first one. Living on the edge, huh? Okay, so let me just cut this away. And also, I would maybe, after the verse, I would remove the vocal and fade away just with some instruments. Because I think it's too much vocals right after another. I would maybe tweak the dosage a little bit, so to speak. Right, so here.
Every second I'm healing.
Right. Yeah, it's way better. Of course, I'm gonna replicate the strings. I just didn't want to do it now because it's too much of a boring hassle now. It's not as entertaining. Maybe if we can, and also I'm gonna be finishing the stream soon because it's like 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna probably go up to 4, so 30 minutes more, and then we see each other next time. Actually, I wanted to tell you because one stream a week feels like too much of a distance. I miss you guys for the whole rest of the week. So I was thinking maybe no strings attached, but when I feel like it, I'd have enough time and space to do it. I could do some unannounced streams where I would just hop on and do some stuff on the other days of the week. It's not gonna be fixed like the Tuesday streams, but they're gonna be a way for me to also like make more material live and maybe interact with some of you, some of these people who cannot really join the stream on Tuesday. I could catch up on some demos, but probably for the demos you would like to get a notification that I'm listening to them. So we're probably gonna do the demos on another Tuesday stream. We're gonna start with that, so we have it out of the way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to do some unexpected, unannounced streams from now on. So it's like maybe twice a week, on a different time, maybe a bit earlier or a bit later, whatever. Actually, earlier for, or no, let's look at the map. Nope, I'm cooked. It has to be somewhere in the middle. Oh, actually, I saw someone from Nicaragua, if I recall. Is this true? Chat. Was there someone from Nicaragua on the stream? I believe so, and Guatemala as well. Or did they get it wrong? If there was Nicaragua, let me know, or maybe it's gone already. No, just Sir Ramirez. Big shout out to you from Nicaragua. Yeah, of course. Awesome. Let's take them up and take the flag. Where's the flag? Was this one the one? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Whoop. I pressed it with the map. Nicaragua gets the nice little yellow flag, and okay. So we have Mexico, right? Then we have Guatemala, and then there's Nicaragua. But there also is, yeah, so I don't put it on Costa Rica. Wait, it's here. It's actually here. Ah! Chat, is this good? Wait, how do I... Is this good, chat? Whoa. I don't know where's the camera. Bruh. Okay, chat, is this good? It's cool, right? Awesome. Hey. Since 2011. That's crazy. Like I cannot wrap my head around it. It's like what? 14 years? 14 years. 14 years. Let that sink in for a moment. I cannot, man. Like, I don't even know who I was at that at the time. Definitely, I wasn't the guy I am today. So I'm so detached from like my young self. It's crazy. So to hear someone remembering me from like 14 years ago, I can barely remember myself, you know. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, back to the track. So we decided to kick the push the vocals a little further. And also, I did freeze the delay, and I shouldn't have done it because I would use it here as well, and now I have to do another track. See, I was supposed to do this. Make sure I want this delay on the other parts of the track, maybe. And now I have to do it all over again manually, but I remember the settings, so I think we're good. Chat.
Every second I'm here.
Not every second, maybe just I'm healing and I'm healing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe it's good. It's a different length.
Every second I'm here. Cause
Oh, no. This is not the right place. Yeah. Central America is leading the race. Yes! I know, right? No, actually, you have a really strong competition in my home country, Poland, which I saw, like, I need to count the comments in order to, like, smash it with the flags of Poland. But that's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Like, some people might feel like, he's excited for show, and you know, like, no, screw that. Like, is it cringe? Yeah, maybe a little, but I don't care. I used to care about not being perceived as cringe. I don't give a shit anymore, and so should you. Like, why bother if someone perceives you as cringe? We forgot how to be kids, you know, how to enjoy things to the point it's just like pure joy. And it is a pure joy for me. And I think it should be for everyone who enjoys the things. And like how crazy it got to the point where when we enjoy ourselves out in the wild, some people think it's a good opportunity to mock you, you know? Like, I did Tunisia, no? My wife is saying I skipped Tunisia. I didn't put it on the map. And Guatemala as well. See, that's why I need a moderator, and thanks to my wife, which is my moderator right now, I'm gonna update the map with Guatemala and Tunisia. I also remember Tunisia from the when I initially asked you guys where you're from, to everyone who's watching, and I was so like impressed, especially about the places that I haven't been to ever, even for a single show. That, you know, it's incredible. The closest I was to Tunisia was Malta. You know, that's the closest I was. Wait, let me just put it on the map, and I'm gonna show you the updated version. So the race between Central Europe and Central America is head to head, I would say. That's incredible. That's the point. I'm gonna look at this map every single day and see all these reasons to keep going portrayed in a form of a map. Like, here's someone who cares, here's someone who cares, also here's someone who cares, and here's someone who cares, you know? For me, That's my therapy, guys. So yeah. Is it cringe? Yes. Do I care? No.
Every second I'm heating.
This time I'm not gonna. Yeah, let it. It's still going. It's still going. The reverb's still going. The delay, sorry. Oh! Ooh. Ooh, we're gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. Ah! Sorry. I'm gonna scoop the highs a little. Okay.
Every second I'm heating.
Oh, it's too loud now. It's too loud. It's too loud.
Every second I'm heating.
Exactly. So yeah, let's keep it like this now. I know it's gonna. The feedback is too long on the delay, and it goes on forever. Goes on forever. If I just reduce it by a few points, yeah, it's gonna fade away eventually. The remix of Shape of You, it wasn't a remix actually. I think I answered it to someone on Instagram. That wasn't a remix. It was a mashup. I know which one. With the one with the drop like that goes like pam 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 pam. It was a Misha K remix of something. So I need to find it. By the way, Misha K is a guy who works with Galantis now as a co-producer. Like really cool guy. I met him back in New York. So that was, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was a track from Misha K. Wait, let me see, because it's gonna be haunting me now. So I'm gonna open my hard drive. Yes. This one. That's the one. Discover Love Misha K remix. Is it on Spotify? Discover Love Misha K. Yes. Yes. It is. It's this one by Rios, Envy Monroe, and Misha K remix on the remix. Yeah. So that's the one. So that's the song I used for the mashup of Ed Sheeran Shape of You. And I saw it. Someone put it on YouTube as a short, like Thompson remix. It's not my remix. I have to give the justice to Misha K because that's his track. Okay, back on the finishing the record because like 15 minutes, guys, and I have to bounce off because I think 4 hours is my limit of sitting in front of the computer, like basically without any break whatsoever.
Every second I'm heating.
Yeah, I have to wait. This vocal here.
'Cause all I ever see in the stars or in every dream are too hard.
Okay. So now this doesn't make sense at all. I will just maybe mute it. I know I've been chaotic now, too chaotic. Let's listen close. Yes, so what I would do, I would just scrap this maybe, or maybe move it a little back So I want this melody to just play until the very end. I don't want to use this chopped vocal now. I would rather do this Destiny thing, which is here, so we don't double it.
Meant to be, can't deny you're my destiny.
Yeah, like this. And then use like a sweep, like a melodic sweep, which would just be on the same note, which is E. Oh! Facebook Messenger sound pierced through my left ear. Probably you heard it as well. So I will just try to find some like a reverse tonal sound. Synth reverse E. Kashmir. Yeah, good enough for now. But I would find something more. Oh, or maybe this one. Cool. Yeah, let's do both. Let's try do both. Because it's all about trying when it comes to making music. It's just probably gonna be too loud. Let's hard pan them, or maybe just not too hard. Left and right.
Can't deny you're my destiny.
Alright.
Side by side, 'cause we're meant to.
Yeah, so here we have to fix it now, right? Because it's messy again.
You're all I'll ever need. Oh, you're mine for eternity. Side by side, 'cause we're meant to be. Can't deny you're my
And I would do the call and response also on the this razor thing, because I think it should be also like ducking with the bass, or maybe even introduce a new sound that could just play the same melody, but it should go back and forth, right? So let's do this. Ba, ba. Yeah, right. Then maybe something different. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna play around, right? It's all about. But I'm not gonna do it now for the last 10 minutes of the stream. I would rather just keep it open for now, and but that's something to do off stream, because it's too boring in terms of like fixing it at this point. Then we're gonna start building, right? Like this, yeah. That's the rhythm I kind of hear. I think Shapov had like some sort of a build up ready somewhere between these lines. No, 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 no. You know, I forgot what I was humming. I don't remember what I wanted to do. Gosh. I think that's the strong indication that I am already like way too fatigued to even come up with something. There was some build up here that I didn't use, right? At least I muted it from some sort of old project of mine. Bye. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not using the H word. At least I'm trying not to, because I think it's way too strong. But I don't like it. You know what? I would actually conclude this stream right now. Maybe I was just gonna copy and paste the first job, which is here. So we have, so we know where are we heading with this. I think that this will be super helpful in order to nail the build-up part, right? And I forgot where I clicked the. Wait, let me see. No. Okay, I didn't copy it over. Let me just do it one more time. Yep. And it was correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be right. Here, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Guys, I would say that this basically concludes our stream because I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And I think that's very wise to kind of when you feel like you're forcing it, just put a stop to it in order to come back first tomorrow. Because if you overdo it on the single session, then next day you are too exhausted to even think about doing it, and I don't want it to make it feel like a chore. That's the last thing I want to do. So to wrap things up, guys, thank you so much once again for being on the stream. Remember that I told you that I wasn't planning to go to Amsterdam for ADE, but the more I was thinking about it, the more I started to convince myself that I want to go there just for the vibes. I'm saying it now, so if there's someone watching who's producing music, writing music, singing, wanna hang out, wanna maybe make some music, but if not, then not, maybe just hang out, then let's meet, guys. Let's meet in Amsterdam. Let's just enjoy some time together, make some good memories, create some music if there's time and space and opportunity to do so. I would love to see what you got in store. Because I think the most exciting things come from unexpected places and unexpected situations. So I'm just going there with my wife to kind of without any plan whatsoever. We're just going there. That's it. So if you go to Amsterdam, let's go. And that's it. And someone was asking what's the song on the intro when the countdown is going on the stream. So that's a song I didn't release and I haven't even played, but I made it like 10 years ago or even more. And we are gonna be finishing it today, not today, but like after 10 years on one of the streams. I just have to make sure that I have all the plugins that I used in the initial session, so I can first open the original project in FL Studio and show you. Yes, the FL Studio gang is happy about it because I promised last time that we're gonna do it. So we're gonna open the session, probably migrate it to Ableton because this is my main weapon of choice now. I totally I would be lost using FL Studio now after a couple of years. So let me gonna save you from that. But of course we're gonna go through the project. I'm gonna try to walk you through and walk myself through because I don't remember it. And like funnily enough, the song is called Remember This Day. I also used like some part of vocoder. But of course it needs some refreshing, some updating, but it's been bothering me for years. It reminds me of its existence every now and then. So I believe it's a sign from above, whatever there is, that I have to finish it. So we will finish it together for your pure entertainment. Guys, once again, thank you so much. If I skipped any of the countries on the map, I will go through the comments after the stream and update it accordingly. But probably I think that's it. We have Mexico, we have Guatemala, we have Nicaragua, we have Brazil, of course. We have Kenya, Thailand, Tunisia, Italy, France, Switzerland, and of course Poland. That's crazy. That's crazy that that people from such different places, from all over the world, have connected here today. Like even if it's like 20 of us now, it's 20 people from different places in the world, and I think that's beautiful, guys. You don't get that when you walk outside of the house. So that's the good side of the internet that I love, that I can, be in places I didn't expect to be. So, enough talking. Thank you so much, guys, and see you in a few days, because I'm gonna probably do one unannounced, unexpected by you, unannounced by me. Stream that that is also gonna be available to watch later. But I'm gonna try and test out different times for the stream. But this stream, the Tuesday stream, is being untouched for now. So expect the same thing to happen in just 7 days from now. Thank you so much. I was so close to saying Thompson will never end out. I was this close. Muscle memory kicked in. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.